guys, I'm Taylor, one of the zookeepers here at Cheehaw, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about our African straw-colored fruit bats. So I've given them a bit of enrichment. The point of enrichment is to get the animals to like replicate a behavior they would have in the wild. So we have a natural behavior enrichment. So typically these guys would get their fruit all nice and cut up. Let's see, we got some apples, some cantaloupe, a little bit of mango, some banana, grapes, and of course some chopped up veggies. But in the wild, their food would not come in this perfectly chopped up size in a nice little bowl. It would come more like this. So we're gonna see how they do. I'll keep you guys updated on that. African straw-colored fruit bats are the second largest fruit bat in Africa. You want this, buddy? They have a wingspan of about 1 meter. And they use those wings for endurance rather than agility. So they can, in the dry season, they fly up to 180 kilometers a night, just searching for food. And I don't know if you saw that right there, but they are chewing up the fruit, getting all those juices out and spitting out the pulp. That's one of the reasons why you don't stand directly beneath a bat. So they don't actually eat the whole thing, they just get all the tasty juices out and then they spit it out. So they do this with fruit, they do this with flowers, they've even been seen doing it with wood. Here you go, bud. And I don't know if you noticed the shape that our fruit is cut, but it's these nice long shapes so we don't have to worry about these guys accidentally biting us. We don't think these guys would bite us, but when animals are going for food, they're going for the food, and sometimes accidents happen, so we do everything we can to prevent that. So with me sitting here hand feeding them, it's highly unlikely they're going to actually work for this banana, so we might not get that today. But I will let you guys know how that goes. So these guys, as I was saying, they have those really strong wings built for endurance. They have one of the largest migration patterns, longest migrations of any other species. They migrate thousands and thousands of kilometers every year to Zambia. You want this? So they migrate every year up to Zambia, or down to Zambia, to what I believe is called the Kasanka National Park. So after the first rains there, they get this abundance of fruit, and these guys absolutely devour it. They fly there, they eat up to 2 times their body weight in a single night. And that helps build up energy, which is super important for mommies and pregnant bats. So I don't know if you guys have been following us on our Facebook and Instagram, but we had this baby a few weeks ago, and then just this morning this little baby showed up. I don't know if you can see, we still have an umbilical cord there, and mommy's doing what she's supposed to do, hiding that baby really, really well. I don't know if you can see how large that baby is, but bats have some of the largest live births. Here you go. In some species, the birth can be up to 1/3 the size of the mom, and these guys can still fly and get around perfectly fine with their babies on them. Oh, hello. So I believe this is Devlin. Devlin's really good at showing off his wings. Here you go, buddy. Hi, Mom. How you doing? So these moms, when they're all pregnant, they'll actually form what is called a maternity colony. So all the pregnant moms get together and they all eat fruit and just kind of hang out as like a little mini cluster within the colony. These guys their colonies are as big as like several thousands of bats, but within those colonies they live in pretty small clusters, about 100 or so bats. But when they do this migration, there are millions upon millions of these bats flying to this national park every single year. And I just love these mouths full of fruit. Look at that. Oh my goodness, adorable. All right, so these guys are doing pretty well. Their populations are still pretty large. The numbers are dropping. They are considered near threatened. And that's mostly due to them being used as bushmeat, to their habitats being knocked down. I don't know if you guys heard how noisy the bats were being when I first started, but they are that noisy pretty much all the time, so they're considered a nuisance in a lot of places. So when they get so rackety, people go out and they'll actually cut down the trees to prevent the bats from roosting there. And then sometimes a lot of their natural habitat, here's another one of the moms that we think is pregnant. I don't know if you see that big round belly. So we're gonna give her a little extra. But yeah, so a lot of their natural habitat is being plowed down, and these big plantations are being put in their place. And one of the ways that we can help is by buying our produce locally, and that will decrease the demand for these large plantations that are destroying these habitats. No, you're good. All right, you guys. Well, I think this is going to be it for today. Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully this banana will be gone by the end of the day.